Hey everybody, and welcome to a new episode of
It Be Like That.
We're both here.
We are.
We're actually in the same room.
We are.
It sounds weird. I guess I have to get a little closer to this mic. That thing is picking up everything else in this room like crazy. I've been having so many mic problems lately. It's not funny.
Microphone issue.
Maybe a...
And then you switch me to this other one, and it picks up everything. Picks up all my heavy breathing because I'm
That's
fat.
It's a cardio mic and everything like that. So, how have you been? While I see if I can fix something.
Yeah, we need more reverb. No, I don't know. I've been all right. Work's been work. We were having computer issues for a while, and it comes to find out that sorry, I was trying to turn myself down a little bit. That I guess there was a line in the main building that was wet, and that's why our shit kept going down. So,
what do you mean it's wet?
Well, they installed.
Got too excited?
This happened a while. Yeah, this happened a while ago. A couple of years ago, they installed some new sprinkler systems and got the lines wet. And we fixed that issue. Now, somewhere down the line, they're wet again. Basically, what the AT&T guy said, and he said, "I'm confident I fixed the problem." I guess he moved the wire, used a different wire. I don't know. Either way, we haven't had a problem all week. So,
of course, it's right now that you're not having the problems.
Well, but that's what I mean. It kept happening constantly last week and the week before. And it hasn't happened once this week. So I'm pretty sure the problem has been fixed.
Oh, jeez.
What?
No. Just that the problem is still a problem.
Well, that's what I mean. I think it's fixed. So, until it happens again. But, like I said, it was a constant thing for about 2 weeks. And now it hasn't happened one time, so...
Well, hopefully then things will stay the right way. You won't have to worry about stuff going on.
Other than that...
So much echo. It's killing me.
I know.
Your stuff really... It's driving me fucking crazy, the audio in my ears. Ow, my freaking ears!
I guess you were right. Ever since we got back from Ben's, man, everything seems
I know,
off.
Everything's been all weird.
Way to go, angry
weird.
dad.
Yeah, it's all his fault.
You goddamn right.
Goddamn right, it's his fault. As you can see, I put up the thing up there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Now I just got to figure out the camera angles that...
Yeah, here.
Oh. He's moving it. Yep, the terrible Terra Parkway. Need to put that thing on like a motor or something like that.
Yeah, just moving around. Well, maybe if we get big enough, we can just get someone in here to hold a camera and do angles, and we need our own camera.
We need a cam man.
Yeah.
Or we need multiple cameras. That should be the way to go. I think in the future, I should just get second camera, put it on you, put the other one on me, and then we can Yeah,
I think that's what Josh done recently for PTO. He set up different cameras to get different people while they're talking.
And then he's got camera control.
Yeah.
He just hits the button. Boop,
yeah.
Boop. Boop.
Exactly.
Boop, 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 boop.
So.
Get one of those giant Elgatos with 30 buttons on it. Stream decks.
Yeah, this thing got pretty good. I guess we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Today it got really good.
Really good.
So we got a couple things that we got to talk about today.
But before that, how have you been?
Better. A lot better.
That's probably part of the segment, huh?
Yeah, well, it's, I talked about it last time when I did like the mini episode, the one before, and then of course I start coughing in the middle of this.
Yeah, pours me too.
Well, just trying to get you double infected. That's all I'm trying to do. But no, I'm still pissed off about that whole situation. It just drives me fucking batty.
Yeah.
Just because, for a while, Kat was like, "You're the one that's going to bring it home. You're the one that's not safe." Blah, blah, blah. Who brings it home? Fucking Kat. But, I can't blame her at the same time part of it because like a ton of people at City Hall got it all at the same time. And it's just like, okay, well, you work together. They deal with so many more people than I deal with on a daily basis.
I mean, I thought you were going to get it from all those homeless people you randomly make out with.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's just my hobby. I go down to the Tenderloin. I want to get back to the community.
You look like you need a French kiss.
That's right. Just start going to hardcore, tongue down the throat, maybe a finger in the butthole. Who knows? Whatever they like. You can have whatever you like. You can even have a large fry.
They're like, "Sir, can I just get the fries? I'm hungry."
Yeah, I don't want to make out with you before we have the fries. Like, that's just not my thing.
He's all, how about
you're gonna get it. You're gonna like it.
And then the one guy's like, "Yeah, I'll take the finger because I've been plugged up from Taco Bell."
Yeah. Yeah, can you just plunge my butthole for a little bit? Just a little.
Oh, man.
God damn, it's so tight. What? Might be the reason why you are constipated, sir.
Yeah, sir.
But yeah, I mean, I've really only got two things that have been really getting me is the fatigue. Like, it hit me last night. That's why I went to bed at like 7:30. Yeah. Actually, I just fell asleep. I was watching, have you seen on Hulu, they have The Dark Side of the 90s?
I've heard of it, but I haven't watched it yet.
I was watching it last night, and it was pretty good. The first one's on like talk shows, and with the talk shows, they were going mostly how Jerry Springer like changed the landscape.
Yeah,
right. Like
from Donahue to Jerry Springer.
Yeah, kind of. Well, that he became so big in the '90s, the early '90s, that everybody tried to turn themselves into him with all the crap, and then when the Jenny Jones thing happened, that's when it was like, no, we can't do this. Like, we have to go back to regular talk shows. And that was like, and then they tried to blame Jerry Springer for the guy killing the guy. And it's like, why would you blame us? We didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
So it was interesting. There's another one, the Viper Room. I never knew that the Viper Room was owned by Johnny Depp.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I never knew that. And then they went through, like, they had the call of Joaquin Phoenix when his brother was outside ODing.
Yeah.
And, like, they actually played portions of the call, and it's absolutely nuts. And then I fell asleep during the next episode because I don't even remember what it was. So I'll have to go back. And I just remember waking up, turning off the TV, and then going back to sleep on the couch because I was like, it's too loud.
Yeah.
Too loud. And so I fell asleep at like 7:30, woke up at like 7:30.
And you that where it's like, wouldn't you be more comfortable in your bed? No, I'm comfortable right here. I'm not moving.
Yeah, exactly. She probably said something like, "Hey, let's go to bed," and I was just face down on the couch, face down in the couch, as I needed to sleep.
Yeah, but the dogs probably liked it. They got more room upstairs.
No, she left the dogs with me. She didn't take them upstairs. They slept on the couch. Zach was happy because he could sleep at my feet.
Yeah.
I woke up in the middle of the night and like I had just like a little bit of room between the edge and me and the couch, and he was just right in there. So he was happy. And well, the dogs, I think the dogs actually prefer to sleep downstairs in the room, especially Ace, because he doesn't get on the bed, but he really doesn't have a whole lot of, there's room in there, but there's not a whole lot of room. He's got his like little dog bed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But down there, he can go where the hell he wants. Oh, I want to go on the couch. Oh, I want to sleep in the dog bed. Oh, I can go to the kitchen. I can go wherever I want to go. So
you can sleep wherever you like.
Just don't pee on the side of the couch. But yeah, other than that, the other thing is COVID brain. I still get that, where I just can't think straight. Like, I stop for a second, I'm like, wait. And then all of a sudden I'll snap back into whatever I was talking about. And I did that the other day when we were in a meeting and I knew that I talked about something. And then all of a sudden it was like, and then I mentioned, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm stupid. Don't mind me. You already talked about it. That was terrible.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's obviously a thing. So it's kind of like people just got to know that for a little while you're going to be a little...
My coworker, she got it at the same time. But she was in New York, on vacation. And so she had to quarantine an extra week in New York before she could leave and come back to the Bay Area. And luckily she was with family, so she got to stay at the family's house. She didn't have to get a hotel or anything like that. But then she came into the office, she's like, "Oh, you got it too?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Do you still get fuzziness every once in a while? You just your brain just hits white noise for a little bit, just Oh, what were we thinking about?
Yeah.
The antennas got fixed in the back of my head.
They had to adjust the Rod Johnson.
Right. Adjust
Johnson
Johnson
rod. The Rod Johnson.
Get the Johnson rod, Johnson. That looks like a giant hot dog. Get your hot dogs here. Big Frank Long. Is that a wiener?
Oh, man.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's been busy. This whole week has just been... Though we had some fun couple nights this week.
Mm-hmm.
Got a couple Warzone victories, which was funny. Got my first two. Yep. 2 nights in a row.
I got 4 in 2 nights.
I actually felt like I contributed to both of those too. So
well, Thursday night, I mean, I guess I contributed technically because I did do some damage and I did recover a couple people.
That's right.
Jesus, no kills on Thursday night on the wins. Yeah, I had to do a couple of donut dances. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out Soul_CS4 on Twitch.
Like he could have waited towards the end of this whole thing to plug himself. Yeah. So. It was actually funny because I wasn't expecting... I'm like, every time I jump in with you guys, it's like, okay, well, I'm just the 4th guy.
I'm here.
I'm here. And then that second game on Thursday, that one, I was surprised I got 5 kills. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I love... What did you do, Brian? I got a sniper rifle. I got a good one that I didn't want to get rid of. I think I found an epic one on someone's body, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just trade this out for my handgun and my loadout, and let's go from there. And then I managed to kill 4 guys with it. So hey, one guy was an easy kill because he was just standing there. He was in the middle of a firefight, and he was killing a couple other guys. And then I just saw him there, so I'm like, well, let's see if I can get a headshot. Boom. I hit one guy through the trees. I just randomly aimed somewhere, and there was elimination. I was like, all right.
I honestly don't know what was going on with me, and
you did great the night before, though.
Yeah, but I mean,
and you did great that one game where you got 6, 7 kills.
Yeah, but
and then the cheater showed up.
Oh, that pissed me off. So we had one game. I got a couple of squad wipes by myself, and was doing great. We get down to the final, and some cheater was or hacker, I should say.
Oh yeah, Ricochet.
Yeah, it was just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's.
And no, we're not being bitter because we lost. Literally, he was shooting us he was. We watched him after we died. He was killing people in trees that were not even close to him.
No,
and weren't even in the line of sight. But he was able to somehow see him and shoot through trees and everything and kill these guys.
Well, then you can see it too because he killed Quentin, right? And then the moment he killed Quentin, it snapped right to me, and it just destroyed me at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I saw him go down, and I was like, "Oh, Quentin's down." Then, and then I was down. And I was like, "What the hell?" And then I watched the kill cam, and you could just go, you could see it just snap. So
ridiculous.
I don't know why people I get there are a lot of people that do it for YouTube clout. I'm gonna record these videos and then I'm gonna put it up on my YouTube channel and because blah 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 blah.
I'm just mad that you just used the word clout.
Well, that's what you hate clout
for popularity. It's just.
What? It's clout.
It's stupid. It's just.
How do you hate that word?
Just because I don't know. It's just dumb. Clout.
But that's what it is.
Popularity makes sense. Clout.
But it's the same word.
Nah.
What, are we going to get down to this menacism here? Why don't you just say popularity instead of saying
exactly?
clout?
It makes more sense. Anyways.
But no, yeah, it's stupid. There's one guy on YouTube that pops up on my suggestion page one every once in a while that is a guy that's a hacker that, like, the guy, it's weird because a lot of hackers, they don't really know how to play the game well. Like, you can see them be terrible.
Yeah.
And then there's this guy that literally does it for YouTube videos and his channel. And he's actually, like, a good player that doesn't need it. Yeah. Like, if he didn't have it, he would be fine. Because the way that he moves and how he gets to places and he even jumps on people, like, it's not... You know.
And the stupid thing is just the way they do this. Like, make it seem like, oh, well, I have 1,000 wins in Warzone, but how did you get those?
Yeah,
thank you.
Exactly. You got carried. You're not good, like bro. I did.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we've got a couple things that we're gonna do on the show today. We're gonna do picks and talk about NFL football. There's a couple of big things that have happened this week. And we're going to also talk about a little bit of video game news. We got two big stories, and one is really, really, really big, and just opinions. And then I did, because I even said on the last ones, like, I don't want to do without you, talk about, there have been so many people that have died recently, and kind of get your opinion. Because, like, we went from 2 weeks ago to learning about Betty White, Bob Saget, to having Meatloaf die, Sidney Poitier died, and Louis Anderson died. Like, it's way too many people.
Yeah.
And I just, like, it's weird because Sidney Poitier, okay, and Betty White, I get it. They're in the elderly, like,
yeah.
Betty White was about to be 100, okay? We've all heard the stupid joke now with her and what's his face?
Paul Walker,
okay, we don't need to reiterate that joke, but... It's just, like, I get it. That's sad. You're sad about the Golden Girls, but, that's more of like as some other guy that I listen to would say, more like, congratulations, you made it to 99. Not many people make it that far, right? And Sidney Poitier was 85? Something like that, yeah. Somewhere up there. But, Louis Anderson was surprised just because I had heard that he went into the hospital for complications on the cancer that Mark Hoppus has, and then literally like 2 days later, that was it.
Yeah.
And, it's not saying both he and Meatloaf aren't pillars of health at the same time either, but it's just surprising because nowadays 60, even 69 seems a little young.
Yeah.
With all the technologies and advancements that we've had, unless something freak happens to you like Bob Saget, like we don't even know yet, do we?
As far as I know, nothing.
Like, the only one that we really know, besides Louis Anderson and, the other two that had too many birthdays, was Meatloaf, actually died from COVID complications.
Yeah. But he also had other health issues, too.
He did, but it got exacerbated by
that's what
COVID.
I mean. That's what I mean. It's like, that's what they say is, like, people who have other health issues when they are more susceptible to COVID. So, that's what I'm just saying. Yeah, it was COVID, but I'm saying what made it worse was his other complications that he had.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah.
But who knows? It's all just like the craziest one out of all of them is Bob Saget, in my opinion. Just because it came out, I literally was listening to him on a podcast like less than a month ago. It felt like.
Well, hell, they just showed that at this point it's a little bit more than 7 days, but about however long before Bob Saget died, it was about a week or so before he died, he was just on a podcast with Louis Anderson, and they were talking, and he was going to go, Louis Anderson had plans to go see Bob Saget at a show, and,
Well, you had that thing with Chappelle, too, where Bob Saget called him, and he just hadn't called him back yet, and he's like, I wish I had.
Yeah.
Because he was calling him about something about his show or something that he was doing. And I know that Bob Saget and him were doing, like, some of the, like, charity shows around the country.
Yeah.
And they had just done one a couple months prior, and then he's like, I regret it. I totally regret not calling him back.
Yeah. Well, because you think, I got plenty of time to call him back,
Yeah. Look, I'm busy. I'm busy, motherfucker.
That's why, like, when you guys were giving me so much shit when I didn't answer my dad's phone call.
Oh, yeah. That was more of a joke, though.
I know. I'm just saying.
But yeah, then you just imagine that, though, like, not saying that, not
No, I get what you're saying.
That you're there, hypothetically, like, I'm not going to answer it because I'm streaming Warzone, and then there's something major that happens, like, the next day or 2 days
You just wanted
later.
to drop something off, so.
Yeah. But, It's I you know, like I talked a little bit about Meatloaf in the little mini episode because like those albums were like 2 albums that I listened to a ton. Bat Out of Hell because my dad had it, and my dad, you know, he likes that type of rock. But my dad's also weird because he likes sentimental bullshit too, like the Everly Brothers. And stuff like that. My dad's all over. Well, he's all over the damn place. Like, he doesn't want to admit that he likes romantic comedies, that he loves them. It's like his favorite movie genre. He doesn't want to admit that he loves like Celine Dion and stuff like that.
He's like, he's like, fucking hate those rom-coms. What's your favorite movie? The Wedding Planner.
Made in Manhattan.
That new one coming out with where she's a pop singer and marries Owen Wilson.
I want to shoot myself in the fucking face after seeing that trailer. Like, what the hell? What are you doing, Owen Wilson? What's wrong with you?
He's like, wow. I'm trying to get back in there. Wow.
I gotta get in there. Wow.
I get to make out with J-Lo. Wow.
Yeah. Get in on that. Get on that ass.
I'm gonna do some cocaine off her ass. Wow.
do cocaine off that right ass cheek. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Apparently, the left one was reserved for
the left one's
for Kevin Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
That's what I meant.
Ken Affleck.
That's the guy I went to school with.
Oh shit! He's dating J-Lo.
Oh shit!
Is a significant other now?
I didn't even realize I said Kevin until you said it. That's the guy I went to school with. Anyways.
What would you do if you did have, like, a friend or something like that, somebody that you knew that ended up with someone famous? Like, actually was dating. Like, if you're like, your best friend growing up ended up with Jennifer Aniston or something like that.
That'd be cool for them. I would just, hey, let me meet him one time. I wouldn't go fan like, oh my god, but I mean, it'd be cool just to be like, I met Jennifer Aniston.
Well, like all of a sudden you're there, you like invite him to a cookout or something in the backyard.
She just shows up.
Shows up. Is that fucking Jennifer Aniston? Did she just fucking show up at my barbecue? This is going to be the most lit barbecue ever. And it turns out it's only like 3 of you and her. Yeah. This still was the most lit barbecue
Devil's
ever.
Three-way. No.
Devil's Three-way. Hey, Jennifer, can I call you that? How about we go upstairs and like...
Finish that scene Meet the Millers before you...
Let's do the wobbly H.
Let's reenact that scene from Meet the Millers before you jacked up the bad guys.
No. Should have brought up that list, but I don't want to talk about wieners on the podcast.
Oh, man.
But
anyways, so, can I say something real quick that I'm tired of seeing on TikTok, by the way?
What are you tired of seeing? What grinds your gears?
Well, I thought you were going to know what I was going to say with the way you just said that.
No, what?
That ASMR crap or whatever the hell's called.
Oh.
Right now, I'm touching your spine. Listen to that.
Oh, here, watch me open this lousy bag of popcorn. Pop. Like, those don't really pop up. Of course, now they are because my phone's listening to me.
Tomorrow, I'm gonna go and take a shit. Take a shit. I'm like, I sit there and I'll watch to see how stupid some of these people are.
Oh, sure.
No, really.
It's like my dad can't admit to Celine Dion.
No, this is what I do. I lost respect for your dad, Celine Dion. Anyways.
Well, his heart will go on. You know that, right?
I switch it and I look at them like, I get stuck in stupid, like, look. Like, some of the stuff that they're doing. Like, this one chick was literally like this. Like...
How did you even get on that TikTok? Because I am nowhere near ASMR TikTok.
I don't know. I've never looked up ASMR crap. I never liked the video. Unless I did and didn't realize. You ever do that? I've gone through my likes and said, what the fuck did I like this for? But
I don't know if I've done that.
When I was scrolling, you go to scroll and somehow you like it as you scroll.
Maybe you got shared it by somebody and you opened it up and then they're like, oh, he opened up a share link. That must mean that he wants to see more of these.
I get it all the time.
Well, the ones that I've getting tired of, but it's hard because there's food involved, are the ones where it's like somebody's like baking something or making some dish, and they're just reading Reddit stories over it. This is part 1 of how this time I almost broke up with my boyfriend. Okay, so I was back in the day, and I almost broke up with my boyfriend. Like, these ones drive me fucking crazy.
I get the cookie
I hate
ones.
the stupid stories. But then there's like, they're making like a 7-layer cake. And it's fucking interesting how they're putting all the different layers together and mixing the different colors and shit. And I'm like, man, that looks fucking delicious. And I want to send it to you guys, but I'm not going to send that shit because I'm not going to infect your fucking Facebook with the other shit.
Please don't.
Or the TikTok.
Like I like the one guy. I haven't followed him, but I like the one guy who he found that old cookbook from like the Great Depression.
I watch that guy all the time.
Yeah,
he did like peanut butter bread. That's the one I saw.
Just recently, yeah, I just saw that this morning.
Peanut butter bread from 1937. Let's do it.
This is supposed to come out quickly, way faster than I did. I was rolling.
That guy's funny. Great. That guy's great.
That guy's
I'm
great.
Totally cool with that. There was another guy that I was following that was like doing a cooking thing too. He got on what's that show? That's the Gordon Ramsay news show, Next Level Chef.
Next Level.
And I'd been watching his TikToks, and then all of a sudden he started showing TikToks of him being on Next Level Chef, and I was like, holy crap! But I haven't run into him for a while. Yeah. But he also does a thing where he got one of those like mixing things where like you put the cup on this like circle and it swirls everything together, and then you pour it in. And then people were telling him what he needs to try, and so that's how I started watching his TikToks.
But yeah, this whole the thing is not that it's one thing to see it and go past it, whatever. That's one thing. I'm talking about though how it's so fucking popular because I'll be scrolling, you know, like and then like 3 videos sponsor, 3 videos live video, right? It'll be like I don't know how many different people on there, and there's thousands of people watching this. I told Crystal, I said, Crystal, you need to start doing this shit.
Hey, just hold it at boob level and just
do
whatever.
Show some cleavage and just be like this.
Rubik's cube.
So Rubik's cube. So today,
time to solve the Rubik's cube.
Today I had my period.
It was great.
I took out the tampon.
Heavy flow.
That's how it dripped out.
God, it's terrible.
That's how it dripped out.
That sounds more like an after-sex drip to me.
Well, whatever. I'm just making the point. I just don't get. I mean, I'm not hating. If you make is that how you're making your money? Like, hey, go on, player. I'm not hating the game. You know, the player hate the game, right? It's like if you somehow got popular doing that, cool. You're making money, whatever. My thing is, why is it popular though?
I think it becomes popular because people they just like the sounds. Like, I know that some things like Kat she actually will listen to it every once in a while, but it's because it's something like soothing to her, or like white noise for some people, right? Like you need to go to sleep and you put on something like that.
Crystal likes playing the sound machine sometimes at night with like the ocean or the rain or whatever. I don't need it to go to sleep, but she uses it. But that's one thing if you're listening to an ocean sound. You know what I mean?
Like that type of ocean?
No. It's one thing if it's one thing if you're listening to a certain sound over and over, like the rain, but someone just talking like this, and then I got this special microphone that has fuzzy stuff on it.
I'm gonna tell you that it's probably.
My sentence, please. Anyway, so then I'm gonna rub this thing over and over, and
it's probably perverted men because a lot of the people that do it are women, and it's always close-ups of like cleavage and shit like that.
I've seen guys doing it too, though.
I haven't seen many guys, but it started on YouTube, and it was mostly women like putting balloons in their crotch or something like that. Here, you want to hear me rub this balloon?
It's just insane to me.
Yeah, well, you know, whatever makes people money makes them
money.
Like
I said, I'm not hating the fact that they're doing it and they're making money. I'm talking about the whole concept of why it's a thing that these people can make money off of it. You know what I mean? Right. It's not like they're doing anything to hurt anybody or whatever, unless they're subliminally sending in messages.
Here, this is me pretending to be Freddy Krueger and killing people.
Yeah.
Oh, bitch.
Oh, bitch.
Oh, bitch.
Bitch.
Oh, bitch.
Bitch. Oh, yeah.
Here's the sound of the knife going into the body. Ah! Why are you doing that to me?
Oh, shh. You're supposed to yell at a quiet. Oh, why are you stabbing me?
I can't believe that you're stabbing me.
I can't believe it's not butter. I honestly, like I said, should just start another account and just do that and see if it takes off, or have Crystal do it.
You should just have Crystal do it on a regular account.
Yeah. He's singing some satanic shit and shit, but
I'm just singing Blue.
I know. I'm just saying, like,
kill your parents. Go kill them.
Don't really do it, but what's your favorite scary movie? Hello, Sydney.
I'm Chucky. Wanna play? It's just so terrible.
Anyways.
All right, let's go ahead and go into sports then.
Yes, let's celebrate some sports. What a great day for sports.
Sports.
Can I say
We're sports. We're sports and sports. We're sporty sports for sports. All right,
Sports.
So big story of today, Ben Roethlisberger has retired.
Well, that was from earlier this week, yes. But the other big story is we're finally free play-wise, because they're still going to talk about him next year. We're finally free from that cheater, that liar, that womanizer. I might be throwing that one in there.
You know where he's going to probably end up?
Tom Brady retired.
He's going to end up in the booth with Mike Tirico. They're going to get rid of Chris Collinsworth, and it's going to be him and Tom Brady, and it's going to be Sunday Night Football, and you have to listen to him every Sunday talk about
when I play football.
You know when I played last year.
He'll be like, when I played football, and I had the refs finger up my ass.
No, he would have his finger up their ass.
Well, he likes both.
Bringing him around like a puppet.
He likes both.
Oh, first down! But you guys didn't even get close. Oh no, it's
a first down.
He learned how to throw his voice in football.
I threw in the womanizer thing just for the hell of it, but he did cheat on his wife.
Cheat on his pregnant wife.
Yep, cheated on his pregnant wife to get with
pregnant girlfriend. We have to
whatever.
Get straight, but
same
still,
thing.
The lady was having his baby, and then he leaves her for Giselle.
Yeah, and he wear Uggs boots.
That's right. Fuck them Uggs.
Anyways, I'm not going to stay long on this. Fuck him. He's a cheater, but he's retired. Unfortunately, that's all they're going to probably talk about tomorrow. Oh, Tom Brady, he's 44 and he retired. He's 44 and he retired.
4 teams are fighting to go to the Super Bowl, and all they're going to do is talk about Tom Brady.
And then on the Super Bowl, they'll be like, hey, did you know that Tom Brady's out here and he's 44 years old and he retired?
Oh, we're going to bring Tom Brady in. Hey, Tom, how's it going? Takes over the whole screen. The football is just picture in the corner. They're
going to let Tom come out and do the fucking coin flip. Here's my thing. The whole thing I was just talking about with the announcers, I don't hold that against Tom Brady. Mm-hmm. As much as I don't like the guy, them constantly say that drove me fucking nuts. And that, once again, I don't hold that against Tom Brady. That's on the announcers. Especially Collinsworth? Oh, can you believe he's 44 and he threw that football? Hey, can you believe he's 44? He's in the huddle. Hey, he's 44. Can you believe he tied his own shoes today? Hey, he's 44. Did you know he just walked out on the field? Hey, he's 44 and he took a regular shit today. Like, shut the fuck up. We get it, dude.
Get it. He's an old guy. He's 3 years older than me.
And then what happened? He got a penalty. His very first personal
That's probably
foul.
Why he retired.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, the refs aren't on my side anymore. I got to get out of the game."
Because he said, like, "Don't fucking do that shit to me" or something like that.
Yeah.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. We're sorry on number 12. I don't know who did it. Roger Goodell hates you now. Doesn't want to see you in the league no more. In fact, we're going to allow Dominican Sue, who even plays on your team, to take out your legs.
For some reason, he's going to stomp on you. Anyways, so he's going to be finally gone.
Yep.
Roethlisberger also retired.
He's retiring too, which, we
knew that one already.
We knew that was going to happen, and this is one of the things, because that guy's had a great career, and there's, I love that video of him where he is in practice, and he's supposed to be doing like a dive and duck practice of dodging out of the way. Oh, Jesus Christ. And instead, they're like doing the things against him, and he's just knocking it away. Like they're throwing stuff, and he's supposed to dodge as a quarterback, and he just hits it with the football because that's the way he played.
Yep.
He played like in the pocket. He could get out of almost fucking anything. He won more Super Bowls than Aaron Rodgers has.
I really feel like he is one of the last smash mouth style football players or quarterbacks.
He's the last Bradshaw.
That was left in the league, because everybody else now, And I kind of include Brady in that because, and once again, this isn't me talking shit about Brady because Brady was kind of from that era too, but he never really was that style of quarterback, which is fine. Which is fine. Not all quarterbacks normally are. But to me, that old smash mouth way of playing football was the way Roethlisberger was. And I feel like he's like one of the last guys left because the way they're pussifying this league now. Like, one thing I can't stand is this helmet-to-helmet crap. When they blow that on the defense so much, and this is any defense. I saw them blow one on the Niners recently, and I'm like, but the receiver put his head down. What are you supposed to fucking do?
Oh, I know.
Why is it okay for the fucking offense to put their head down and not the defense? Okay, fine. The defense can't do it, fine. But if the offense does it and their helmet gets hit, that should be on them.
Right. I agree.
Anyway,
if they're going to lower their head into the shot, then that's their own fault.
If he gets hit, that's his fucking fault, not mine.
Right. Or those stupid ones where it's like, some of these roughing the quarterback penalties are just getting out of hand too, where the guy is in mid-leap coming after the quarterback still hasn't released the fucking ball, and then he releases it just 1 second before he gets hit, and then the guy either like falls on top of him or knocks him on the legs or something, and it's like, there's nothing you can do. You can't get out of the way. You're in motion.
Hell, that happened to...
drop that happened to the 49ers. That happened to the Raiders, too.
It happened to Abram recently. He got hit. So he was actually coming up high. He got hit, which was from the back, which was not called a block in the back. And he started going down because of the force. And they throw a flag. Explain to me, what the fuck are you supposed to do? We're not able to fly. We're not Superman. We're not Goku. We can't just decide to stop and pick ourselves up.
Yeah, randomly pick up our tractors out of the middle of nowhere, too.
I love my tractors.
But yeah, they really need to do like updates to the rule. Now, I don't necessarily agree with the overtime rule change. I know I do. That there should be. Well, it's got to be something like what it is right now. But they need to extend it to touchdowns as well as field goals. Right? They shouldn't play a full quarter. Right? It should be if the team scores, the other team has a chance to score, and then if they score and tie it, then it's sudden death, and that's it.
Yeah, you go to field goals.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
Go to field goals. You don't need to do like a shootout type thing with field goals.
Why not?
No,
it works in fucking hockey.
Terrible. It works in hockey because hockey is still like you don't want to just see people kicking fucking field goals like constantly. Like
how often though? I mean, granted, there was a lot of overtime this year, but how often would that really happen?
Every year seem to have a lot of overtime games.
Well,
they had a bunch last year. Mahomes, Kansas City actually brought it up to the league when Mahomes didn't get it in 2019 because the Patriots got, and the Patriots just ran down the field and scored a touchdown. Again, yes, I get it. It ruins exciting games. But if you do give each a side, it's just,
I do like the one meme that said, it was like, they're like, everybody says Josh Allen couldn't have done anything else to win that game. He did everything right. He could have called heads.
Well, I don't even put it on any of them. I put it on the fucking special teams coordinator that's like, oh, let's not kick a squib kick. Let's just kick it out of the fucking end zone like a dumbass.
Well, then, in that case, I'd also put it on the defensive coordinator. Why would you be going to fucking prevent yourself from winning the game? Case in point,
worst fucking defense ever. I don't know.
You go to fucking prevent defense and allow Mahomes just to cut down the field so easily.
Right.
I'd rather
play better.
I'd rather give up a big gain and let the time run out than give up.
Well, yeah. If he had kicked a squib kick, they probably would have wasted about 5 seconds on that. Mm-hmm. Force him to return it. It's in the field of play, so the timer starts right away. They may waste maybe 4 seconds, maybe 4. So you give them 9 seconds to go down the field. It's better than a full 13. Yeah. And then you play the softest fucking defense up the middle. You let Tyreek Hill be in the back, be the short guy to get the fucking ball, and what happens?
Plus 3 timeouts. 13 seconds plus 3 timeouts.
So fucking stupid.
The other meme, though, I
was so pissed off at the Bills. Like I wanted... you know what? As much as I know you don't like Burrow and stuff, but I like the storyline with Cincinnati. But I would have wanted to see the Bills and Cincinnati, and then the Bills go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I know that they'll have one soon. Like I feel that they will be there soon because that guy, Josh Allen, is an amazing fucking quarterback. I'm more impressed with him than I was with Mahomes doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, because Mahomes still makes all these big, like, mental mistakes still at the same time. And if you can basically contain him from scrambling, it's over for him.
I like the other meme that they were doing. They're like, when your girl says 13 seconds isn't enough, they show Mahomes.
that was a good one. But yeah, crazy weekend of football. They're calling it the best weekend of football ever.
That was nuts.
Do you agree with that?
Kind of. I mean, it would have been better if the Rays were there, but they got fucked. But anyways, I wasn't here to talk about it. Anyways,
we weren't here to talk about the Raiders
getting fucked. But this weekend, I mean, might as well go through picks.
Well, yeah, there's only 2 games that are going on tomorrow. So the first game of the week is the Bengals and the Chiefs.
I'll go with Bagels.
Oh, yeah. I don't. This is, man, and this is the week. These are the ones that suck because you only got 2 picks and you got to use your both of your largest set of points on it, and. Yeah, I feel like the Bengals got this one because they came back last time against Kansas City, in Kansas City, another close game. The fact that Burrows got sacked 9 times last week and still was able to move up the field, get them into scoring range, get touchdowns. Yeah, it's going to be the game of who's more tenacious with everything. So I will have to call back my mom later. But yeah, I'd put it on Cincinnati more than KC. KC's defense, it shows once they get worn down, they just let go points.
Yeah.
No reason they should let so many through.
As far as the other game,
Niners and Rams, game 3.
I'm going with the Rams.
Going with the Rams, huh?
I'm going with the Rams because I feel like whatever momentum, whatever you want to call it, they have that right now. I feel that honestly. I feel like their defense.
I understand.
I go if plus isn't Bosa a little hurt?
No,
I thought he was hurt.
No.
Either way,
he had a concussion
if you're not gonna
before
put,
he went to the Green Bay game, but he got out of concussion protocol and played perfectly fine.
I know he wasn't going to be out. I thought he just was like he would be playing hurt. Is what I meant, like a sore shoulder or something.
Healthy defense.
Anyways, I don't feel like you're. I think you even said it. When it comes to your DBs or your cornerbacks,
the secondary,
isn't strong.
They've gotten a lot better.
They have
the last 2 games.
They have. I'm not going to say they haven't, but you even admit that was the weak point of your defense,
it is.
And that's one of their strongest points. So unless their pass rush it slows down Stafford, I think that's where your guys are going to have an issue.
So
honestly, that's just me being honest, not talking shit.
I get it. No, I could say the same things. I've said the same things in other weeks. I don't know where the game's going to go. I'm doing a homer pick because that's my team, and that's who I have my trust in for the week. The offense has not been playing well. They just haven't.
Nope.
Hands down. Last week at Green Bay, I don't know what happened. I don't know how they pulled it out. I did call it. I said if it was close, the 49ers have that game. It was close the entire fucking game.
That was a straight defensive game.
And I remember talking with Brig during it, and he's like, "Oh, it's only 10 to 3. That seems like a really boring game." I'm like, "You don't get football, right?"
No.
Like when the defense
he has too much ADD to
when you play
fucking watch
and the
something
defense
slow.
play that well, and you rooting for one of the teams. That's why it's a good game because you're in it. And it's frustrating because your offense can't fucking score and people can't catch the fucking ball. Like nothing was working. Only thing that was working was Deebo Samuel, and even then,
he even dropped the ball.
He dropped a ball, and
couldn't believe he dropped that ball.
A ball. When Kittle dropped, would have been a 75-yard fucking touchdown.
Yeah.
If he had just caught it. If he had caught it, that's it. That would have brought us into the thing. But I don't know. Like part of me at the same time, like. I think Green Bay ended up playing so soft because they kept thinking that, well, we've got the lead, not going to worry about this. Like, so much.
Maybe.
Oh, so Aaron's not playing so well. The problem with what happened to Aaron Rodgers was that he lost faith in all the other aspects of his team except for Devontae Adams and Jones, his running back. There's the only two people he would throw to, or he was just handing off the ball. Because he was trying to find Devontae, and once we disguised coverage and actually then was double teaming Devontae the whole time, he wasn't catching shit. He wasn't doing anything for the rest of the game. So we shut down their only thing. He had, on the one where he tried on third down before we blocked the punt, he tried to go way downfield to Devontae Adams. 10 yards up, he had Lazard wide the fuck open. And he had him wide the fuck open before Devontae Adams was even streaking.
No.
And all he had to do was throw that first down. That's the end of the game. That would have been it. But no. Instead, great. He makes a mistake. We managed to block a punt, blocked a field goal, and a punt. Like, they haven't done that all year, and they did that this game.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, the funniest thing was last game prior, they were talking about how bad your guys' special team was, and they came out and were like, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, fuck you guys. You're going to talk shit about my special teams. I'm going to fucking show you.
I'm on special teams. I'll prove you wrong.
But I mean, I'm going with the 49ers. The defense, I think, can sustain themselves. Yes, our secondary, and it's been proven against the Rams, but at the same time, the Rams have their defense have the hardest time with our run game. The fact that the first game we ran over 50 times against them, the second game we ran 40 times against them. The touchdowns were scored on running play. Like we were running over them the entire game. We were down 17-0 at the half and managed to come back. Now I'm not saying it can't be that game again. It cannot. But I know it's going to be a close game. Win or lose, I'm amazed at what this team has done, because this season has been ups and downs constantly to barely make it into the playoffs off of a fucking pick. On a rookie that had been constantly been burned the entire season. So the fact that they beat Dallas, which I thought they would do,
I
but
knew
that
they
they
would.
beat Green Bay in a close game is
Pick
crazy.
them to win that one too.
Then I don't know what's going to happen here. So I'm going with the 49ers, but I know there is a chance that because it's the third game and there's the story of, oh, well, they've lost 7 times to the 49ers.
6.
No, this would be 8.
I
Oh, no,
think
you're right. This would be 7. You know, it's got a lot of fans. The only thing that honestly we have going for us is that almost 70% of the stadium has been sold to 49ers fans. This is a home game.
Well, it's because fucking there ain't no LA fans down there,
are,
other than Raider fans.
And there was a guy that wrote an article from like Deadspin or Sportsline or whatever the fuck he wrote. No, the LA Times. And he said the reason that this is happening, and I 100% believe this, is because the team has only been here for like 3 years now. It's been 3 years.
Left.
This is the
They
third
were
year
there.
in LA. They left. They went to St. Louis, and there just isn't. There hasn't been the time to build fans there. And we talk about this all the time. There are only 2 big fan groups in LA. Raiders, number 1. Not even gonna lie. 49ers, number 2. Those are the biggest 2 teams in Southern California. Then you have the Rams, then Chargers. And I don't even think the Rams, I think Green Bay is above the Rams in LA. Like, it's ridiculous. So, of course, we're going to restrict this to LA. Guess what? You're still selling to 49er fans because there's a fuck ton of them down there.
Yep.
Like, the fan base isn't there yet because they haven't been in LA long enough. And if they win a Super Bowl, their fan base is going to go fucking sky high.
I don't
because
know.
bandwagoners are going to join on.
The bandwagoners, yeah, but
That's what I'm saying. That's how you.
I'm just saying
sometimes-
the fans that are Raider fans are going to switch over to fucking.
I'm not saying
Ram fans.
I'm just saying that they're going to get more fans that are going to go to games that are going to
just like any team.
be fans. But the thing is that's how it starts with a lot of younger kids, right?
Yeah.
You're in the area, somebody wins something, and then they're a fan. Now, for you, it's a family thing. For me, it's a family thing too. You know.
I mean, I did see them win the Super Bowl when I was 1.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I think I saw it when I was 4.
Technically, I would have
When I
been
was 5, and then 87, and then 92.
I would have been about 9 months.
Yeah,
9 or 10
see,
months.
so you still saw them win.
Yeah.
They still
I was
won a Super
there.
Bowl I was there.
Go Raider!
Your first word wasn't even mom or dad. It was Raiders.
Raiders.
So I think it's going to be interesting weekend of football. I hope the games are just as good as they were last weekend. And I will say it again, if it is a close game, I think it's a Niner win. It's that, or we're going to get blown out. If we blow out the Rams, I would be surprised to have that happen again. So We'll see what happens with football. So we got two things that we're going to talk about last, because I did want to get your opinion on one of them, but let's go with the first one that you sent me over. So
we don't have to go through that whole story. It's basically
Gears of War could be getting the treatment that the Master Chief got,
which would be freaking awesome.
Yeah, I agree. Still a rumor right now, but
it's still a
an
rumor.
Interesting rumor. Here's
the thing: the first 3 were great. 4 was okay. 5 was eh.
I still need to finish 4, but again, it's not Epic Studios doing them again. Epic Studios did the first 3, and the same director, and then they just like with Halo 4, right, and Halo 5, they got handed over to a brand new studio to do them.
And Judgment was another one. Judgment was
the
story wasn't bad because you're playing as Baird. Mm-hmm. And you're getting more backstory on that end. But the multiplayer for that one was
garbage.
Well, first of all, it went from that wasn't Epic. It was People May Fly or something. Can fly. Yeah, there you go. They can fly. They can fly off a fucking building.
Well, they made one of my favorite games ever. So
what?
Oh God, what is the name of that game?
Favorite game ever, huh?
The name always. I know that the guy comes from hell. And he fights a bunch of demons, and it's like old school Doom for like the 2000s. Painkiller.
Oh.
I knew it started with a P. See, remembered it. But it's a good game. It's a great game. I love that game.
That's fine. But what they did to Gears is like, instead of Locust versus humans, right? A multiplayer. No, you're all humans, and you're red or blue. Then they completely changed up the
Never said that was their strong suit.
Weapon scheme. I'm just saying.
I'm joking.
Yeah. And then, I don't know. It was just, I don't want to get started on that. But anyways, 4 was good. It wasn't bad for what it was. 5, it was okay. But once again, they try to do this open world thing, which I hate. Not every game needs a fucking open world thing. Okay? I get it. It's a popular thing. But not every fucking game needs it.
Which kills me because you have like Doom.
Not like every fucking game needs multiplayer. Like Assassin's Creed. Does Assassin's Creed really need a multiplayer mode? No.
Of course it did.
No.
You need multiplayer in Assassin's Creed.
I'm playing that game to play the game. I'm not worried about all that other bullshit.
But it's funny, like you say the whole thing with the open world, and I get it, and you look at games like again, I'll bring up Doom and Doom Eternal. Those 2 games they just went with the old formula. Like, hey, here, you're going to go into areas and you're going to kill a bunch of things, but the gameplay is what sold everything. Yeah. And just like with Halo Infinite, the gameplay in that is absolutely insane and good. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
But I got almost right away got tired of the open world shit.
Well, that's what I mean.
Like, just you do these. Okay, great. You're in this open world for this portion, and then you get put into these like towers that are blue and hallways.
Here's the thing. And I said this to Josh, and I'm going to say it to you, same thing. It's them being fucking lazy. Instead of we have 3 to maybe 4 hours of actual gameplay for you. So how are we going to stretch this out? Here's an open world. Go save some fucking Marines. Go kill a couple of high value targets.
Well,
and all this other shit. It's like that's what they did. That's exactly what they did. They didn't have enough. They didn't want to put enough time and effort. All they said was, we want this. Go fuck yourself for the rest of the story. And we only have a couple hours of gameplay. So here's open world, and you'll spend all your time, which, of course, we all are, because you kind of need it to get to the next spot. And, but the game doesn't need it. Same thing with Gears. They kind of did a couple of open world spot areas. Like, I don't need that in my Gears game. The other thing I don't like, and I'm not going to say something, even though the game's been out long enough, but they give you a choice in Gears 5, which is going to affect Gears 6. Mm-hmm. So it makes me wonder, if you chose A and I chose B, and then we're doing co-op, and how's that going to work? I guess it would just go off of whoever's the host.
Probably.
But like it pisses me off that they did that. When they gave me that, I sat there and looked at the game like, why am I making a choice? Like, why am I making this choice? This is fucking stupid. You know what I mean? I go, this is dumb. Yeah. Just fucking if this is what you want to do, then just do it to this person. But don't make me pick on it, and then it's gonna affect the story down the road. Because that's not what Gears of War is. I play Gears of War to play Gears of War. I want that fucking story mode. I don't play Gears of War to play Halo. I don't play Halo to play Call of Duty. I play those games separately to play it for what they are. I don't need them to be intermixed. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't need my Gears of War game or Halo or whatever to be Mass Effect, where you get choices that's going to affect your ending. I don't need that, and that's not what those games are. They don't need that to be that.
No, I totally get it, and then it's one of those things where if you're going to make a choice, A or B, and I'm trying to remember the other game that I played that did something like that. Oh, way back in the day, there was, I don't know if you ever knew about the Legacy of Kain games.
Yeah. I always wanted to play those, but never did.
They're one of my favorite series ever, and I really wish they would make another, but they're just not. Anyway, in the first game, there is a choice that you make at the end of the game. And you think that it's going to make it's not a Mass Effect. Like, Mass Effect, honestly, did a great job of, hey, remember those choices you made? Well, they're affecting stuff in Mass Effect 2. Oh, hey, you remember those choices you made? In Mass Effect 3, there are not as many, they didn't go in depth as they say they would, but still, the choices you made had stuff that happened with it because of it, right? Whereas with like Legacy of Kain games, it doesn't matter what the choice you made, because when we brought the next one out, they made the choice for you. This is what we want to do with the story. Yeah. So this is the choice. So you hope that in Gears 5, in Gears 6, it'll recognize Gears 5 save data and said, oh, you made this choice? Okay, then you can play this way. Otherwise, they're going to be like, well, guess what? This character made this choice, and so this is the route that we're taking. Which is probably what it's going to be.
Which was, and I kind of got into some of those games for a while, like the Life is Strange. Mm-hmm. That was great. It was 5 episodes, and each fucking choice you made affected the next episode and how everything was going to end up. Same thing with The Walking Dead.
Check out the YouTube channel for a playthrough of that.
Yeah, oh yeah, sure. You have that, huh? Yeah.
It's on our YouTube channel.
Yeah. And then I never finished the other one. The one where you were playing not Max, her friend, was it Chloe?
Oh, it was like the...
Because it didn't feel the story. It was like kind of like a prequel kind of thing.
Yeah, they just brought out the third one, I think.
Did they?
Yeah, there's a third Life is Strange game that's out right now.
But like the Walking Dead ones too, that was great. In that your choices went over to 400 days, and your 400 days choices went over to The Walking Dead 2, and so that was great. But that's not, that's how those games are supposed to be made. That's not how Gears was ever. So why would you need to change that up? There is no need for it. But anyways, all that hot-winded shit. They might be getting a collection like Master Chief, and I am super excited for it, especially to play some maps and weapons and the style of the original Gears compared to some of the stuff we have now.
Right, and if you don't know with the Master Chief Collection, you can choose the style of multiplayer that you do. Mm-hmm. So you're not restricted to just, I'm going to play the original Halo and I'm going to do that multiplayer. You could have those maps, but it be, full-fledged multiplayer with everybody there. You're just restricted by the weapons and the types and stuff that you want to do, which is kind of cool that you can do that if you're really into it. It's a little too slow for me, and I never played Halo back in the day, so it was like, going into these being like, okay, well, it's just not my style,
it's fine.
But which is everybody's type of thing, and then so it would be cool to see them do something like that for Gears of War. I think that would be interesting to do, to keep it up with. So the other big thing,
and real quick, shout out to my brother. He's the one that sent me the story, because if he hears this, which I know he won't, he'll have a heart attack.
So what he's saying is that you don't need to know anything at all there, Joey.
You don't need to know about the new.
Yeah.
You don't need to know about
He's gonna come and get you. Yeah. Kill. Anyway, so
hold on. Now I'm gonna do a Michael Myers one.
Okay, that's good enough.
Oh,
that sounds like perv Michael Myers.
No, it's what he did. Remember, like when he's choking someone, he's like breathing hard.
Oh, well,
watch Halloween 1, bro.
Watch your Halloweens, bro. Anyway, so the last big story of the week is something that happened at the beginning of last week. which
I got one more for you when you're done with this story.
Okay, which is Microsoft buying Activision-Blizzard. That's like
Activision-Blizzard.
the biggest thing, especially when it comes to the games and everything like that.
They're trying to acquire, because technically...
It's not done yet, because they still have to pass whatever...
It says it's going to be like a year.
Right. So, and this is really like... There's three different people that are really... not three different people, but three different takes to the story, right? In my opinion. There are people like me that's just like, I really hope it just does something to get things better, right? Because that company sucks. The culture there fucking sucks. Gotta get rid of Bobby Kotick and all the shit with them with their fucking Cosby rooms and talking about roofing girls that are there and all this shit. That shit needs to go. Like, get rid of it. To, like, make a good Call of Duty game. You haven't had a great Call of Duty game in a while. Everything's been kind of okay, kind of fun. Some people really get into it, but you really need to do something different. Push your schedules for everything, like, past, right? 3, getting some of the old games, like, back would be cool. Now, the other type of person, in my opinion, are the Xbox fanboys that are like, ha 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 ha, you're losing everything, PlayStation fanboys.
Josh!
Ha 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 ha
Josh!
ha 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 ha. Can
Josh.
you believe that they're not going to have these anymore? Oh my god, they got Crash Bandicoot from you.
Josh.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Josh.
Who cares? Who fucking cares? Crash Bandicoot. When has that IP been like a big thing? Spyro. Oh no, they've got Spyro the Dragon.
You know
Like-
when Crash got big again?
What?
Uncharted 3.
Yeah, that's true. And then they brought out the the whole thing. It's Naughty Dog's game like too. The thing is, the third person are the PlayStation fanboys that are freaking out as well. Oh my god, I'm going to lose my Call of Duties. Oh my god,
There's no
PlayStation's
way.
going to go into shit. Look,
There's no
they're
way.
not. Microsoft doesn't hate money. I will say that again and again and again. Oh, they may only get the next 2 Call of Duties. No, they won't. They're going to get the next 2 as exclusives because Microsoft goes along with contracts. Why do you think Deathloop has never come to the Xbox? Because there's an exclusive by Bethesda that the contract still existed. PlayStation got it. And now it's PlayStation and PC. That's it. So they're going to keep whatever contracts are there. They're not going to fuck around.
Well, and even if the contract was
Look
up,
at Minecraft.
you honestly think they would say, look, we can make more money if we allow PlayStation to also have this game. But you know what? Fuck PlayStation. It ain't going to happen.
But look at Minecraft. Minecraft was bought by Microsoft. Minecraft is on every fucking system and gets constant updates. Now they do little one-offs, and it's exclusive to the Xbox. So maybe what they do is the mainline Call of Duty games all go multi-platform, but you get a like a Battlefield Hardline where it's like a side story Battlefield game, or not Battlefield, but Call of Duty game, and that's exclusive. So what? You know what?
Yeah.
There's behind me. There's an Xbox Series S sitting over there because I play both. I don't give a shit. Like, the thing is, my exclusives that are on my PlayStation, that's where I get those. My single players, all on my PlayStation. The games that I really like to play, my multiplayer machine is right behind me. And if some of these games go over there, great. If it's on Game Pass, great. That means that games I wouldn't have bought, I get to at least try to see if I like. Yeah. That's it. But it sucks because Microsoft doesn't invest in their little studios enough. Like Sony does this really well. And this is probably me being a Sony fanboy. But Sony, their IPs are so important to them that they invest in all these smaller studios that make these IPs that have become super huge. They bought, Guerrilla Games. They bought Insomniac as a part of them. They're not giant studios, but they make these games that are absolutely amazing that are specifically Sony only. Whereas Microsoft has gone and said, well, you know what? No, this big Studio X over here, I'm going to buy that. Because they have the money to buy these things. 68 billion with a B. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Well, like I said, this is me. I'm looking forward to some good games to play. That's all I give a shit about.
Right.
I have both an Xbox and a PlayStation. So, there'll be a lot of stuff that I'm excited for coming out on PlayStation that's not going to be on Xbox. The new God of War, new Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure that's coming soon.
Yep.
The second one, right?
God of
the
War is
Wolverine
this year.
game.
The Wolverine game, yep.
I'm pretty sure they're eventually going to bring back an Uncharted somehow.
Yeah, they just released. I think you can pay $10 for the upgrade to the PS5 version now for Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy together.
Well, that's when it was. Uncharted 4 was when Crash Bandicoot got
Bandicoot.
But anyways, but my point is, no, I'm talking about. I bet you they're going to continue it somehow.
Yeah, I think they'll use Chloe, like because that's
Maybe.
what Lost Legacy was, right? They'll probably use her, and like either way, Naughty Dog will come out with a new IP that
and
there'll be another Last of
Us. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I really don't care. I honestly don't care about Activision-Blizzard because I personally have not played a lot. I played Warzone with you guys, but I don't remember the last time I bought a Call of Duty game.
Yeah, the last one I bought was Cold War. Prior to that was I think Ghost.
Yeah,
and Ghost was like
you know what I did? I downloaded World War II onto the PlayStation because it was part of the free games they gave away. I haven't bought one in a long time. Yeah. I almost bought fucking Call of Duty Black Ops on accident, but luckily the charge didn't go through. So because I was looking at something in the Warzone store, and then I didn't realize it was like, it was that was
like I said, it's an exciting thing, especially if you're only a Microsoft guy, it would be an exciting thing for Sony if you were only a Sony guy and it was the other way around. But the extra ha crap,
it's dumb.
Is I just think is a little too much. But whatever, to each his own. I don't care.
You could go on and on and on, and I could go through the PlayStation library and be like, well, you guys don't have this, and you don't have this, and you don't have this.
Yeah, I did. I put that on Josh's post when he tagged me in it, and because he did. Did you see the one where it goes? It was Harry Osborn from the original Spider-Man, and he's like, "Nah, I only have Spider-Man now." And I was like, "Well, they also have Ghost of Tsushima, Days Gone, The Last of Us, Spider-Man." God of War, Uncharted, made it off all these games. I go, but yes, this would be a big blow to them, and but it's like you honestly think this is going to kill Sony? If you don't like Sony, you're not going to buy a Sony anyway. So what's the difference?
Right.
Or the other way around. If you're not an Xbox guy, you're not going to buy an Xbox now. Still, so
what's funny is they're not going down on Nintendo. Like, there's a lot of Activision-Blizzard games that are Nintendo, too, but, like, Nintendo is the company that you don't fucking touch. You don't make fun of, you don't do whatever, because I guess they're not in the game. I don't know. I don't get it. People that hate... the people that hate consoles don't... I just never understood it.
It's no different from...
Personally, never was a Microsoft guy. And then I ended up getting a 360, and I played that more than my PlayStation. And then...
Well, that's because both. I was a Sony guy too until Xbox 360 because Sony fucked up on the PS3 so bad. You're gonna have it come out a year after the 360, and then I think I might have told this story before, but I got the 360, and this was really when multiplayer took off. Right. This is where I met a bunch of new people, and they all had Xboxes. Then PlayStation came out. Well, they got it on Xbox, so I'm going to get it on Xbox and play it with my friends.
Right.
And then also, the other thing is, what was so stupid by Sony, and I don't get what they were thinking with this, you would have to be in the same exact game to talk to them. There wasn't a party chat like in Xbox. Right. I couldn't be just at the dashboard wanting to talk to someone. No, I had to be in the same game with them.
Right, and they fucked up a lot of things. That's what I feel that Nintendo is fucking up right now.
Oh, yeah.
Their multiplayer is shit. You have to use a fucking phone app to be able to talk to people.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest fucking thing.
Just add party chat.
Right. But there is no way to put a headset or do anything like that. You can't...
Well, I bet there's a way to Bluetooth it or something.
Well, they allow Bluetooth headsets, but it's only for audio. It's not for voice.
That's my point.
It's stupid. They could do it.
The next console has to have this.
Their next console needs to have multiplayer. No more friends fucking lists and friends codes.
Friends list is fine.
Friends list. I meant to most say friend codes. Friend codes are fucking stupid. Here, have this 15 fucking digit code that you got to use to enter in to get your one of your friends.
Yeah.
Rather than, oh hey, what's your name? Oh, it's that. Okay, add. Stupid. Fucking Nintendo. So far in the fucking past. I don't get it. But you still make great fucking games. Metroid Dread is fucking awesome.
I still gotta play that. Anyways, so real quick. So before we, unless you were not done.
No, that's it. I'm off my soapbox now.
The other one I have to say, which I should have brought up during the MSAR stuff. The other one I have to say is, have you seen these ones?
Oh, of TikToks?
Yeah. Where they're reading a book.
Where the fuck are you in TikTok?
While they're doing this. You can't only see half their body, and it looks like they're getting the chicks are getting railed from behind.
What TikTok are you
I don't
fucking
know!
on? I never have seen these.
I'm going to send you one.
Don't.
I'm going to send you one.
I don't need to say more. I every once in a while get the anime girl TikTok thing, and I don't need that anymore. I managed to get the dancing cat girl. They're
reading a book.
What the fuck that thing is?
They literally usually have books around here and shit.
Books are all downstairs where the books are. Where the books belong.
You can see half, right? And they're holding a car or reading a book.
I don't feel comfortable.
And they're like just bouncing like they're getting railed from behind. All you can see is like from here
I need
back.
An adult.
And they're reading like when I help my tree. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? Why is this a fucking thing? Guys are fucking disgusting because I know it ain't.
Oh, you know it ain't the girls. Well, it might be some girls.
But I don't know. It just cracks me up.
I need an adult.
I am an adult. Anyways, I just like it just fucking blows my mind with some of this shit. And like I said, once again, if you're making money off of it, then cool, go on and do it. But why is this a thing?
Why is society getting dumber and dumber? Because you know what? Because it probably brings them people to the page. There's her link tree, and does she have an OnlyFans?
Oh, dude! 9 times out of 10, they all have OnlyFans, and that's my game. That's my game. This is my game I play. Ooh, I wonder if she has an OnlyFans. Go. She does have an OnlyFans. Let's see how much. $5? That ain't bad. Or every once in a while, you'll see a chick who's like, "I do no nudity." Fucking like $20 or something. I'm like, you are fucking smoking, bitch.
If you ever see somebody that says
I gotta pay $20 a month and I don't get to see titty?
That's what I'm saying. If you ever see lewds, that means not nude.
Nude, yeah.
Lewds are not nude.
Exactly.
So
Ludes
if somebody's
only.
gonna charge you $20 to look at her
in lingerie,
not be anything.
Yeah, in the same pictures you could probably see on her Instagram.
Yeah, I found out that a friend of mine does her OnlyFans, but she's the same way. She's non-nude, but it's like. I'm like, why?
I think though
she gets a bunch of like random thirsty guys too, and it's weird.
But that's the thing.
It's because she's in Florida now.
That's the thing with me though. I think that if a girl wants to do OnlyFans, whether they show nudity or not, if she's making extra money on the side, I don't see what the big deal is.
Yeah,
like people need to get over that stigma of she's a hoe thing.
But
there's some that that's what I'm saying. They need to get over that. Now there's some that you look at and be like, that bitch is a hoe, and yes, she has an OnlyFans, but. There's plenty of girls out there that's like, look, I don't have a problem with showing my tits. I'm going to take a couple of pictures or me covering myself up, and you're going to send me a shitload of money? Cool. Yeah, I'm not hating on that at all. Like I said, people need to get over that in their head that just because they have an OnlyFans, that doesn't mean anything other than, hey, if there's people that want to pay me for it, then cool.
I bet you now if you go to the strip club, you're gonna get strippers if you get them in the back for the lap dance.
Hi, my OnlyFans.
You want to join my OnlyFans? Yeah, you can see a lot more than this.
Scan this code. Yeah. Scan my QR code.
I'm gonna give you my business card.
And then I also do some of this stuff.
Yeah, I do it while bouncing and pretending to read books. I'm reading. I'm reading.
I'm not. But I'm making.
Anyway. So, anything else before we end up this this travesty that is podcast?
Yeah, this is the episode, ain't it? Yeah, no, I think that's about it. Oh, the Google Music. I mean, the Prime Music.
Oh, yeah, we want to talk about real fast with Twitch. So, Twitch came to an agreement with the Universal Music Group to where the wording is silly, okay? It's not that you can just play music on the stream. It's not. That's the way I read it as, right? Where if I decide to go, let's Universal Music Group, I think Avenged Sevenfold is a part of that. So if I decided to play Afterlife on the stream, right, it would play. I might not get a strike against the channel. I would just get a warning. But if I continue to do it, then I could get a strike against the channel. So basically what they're trying to say is because Twitch had a bad habit of I'm doing this thing like some people do in IRL streams, right, in real life.
Yeah.
And so they're walking down the street, then all of a sudden in the background, Mbop is playing back there. And it gets onto their stream, and then these bots would crawl all over these Twitch channels, and then they would like, haha, Mbop is playing. Strike them now.
Yeah.
And then the channel would get a demonetization strike. Or like Call of Duty Zombies for Black Ops. There is an Easter egg in that, and one of the guys, the video I was watching earlier, they got a strike in their channel because it was in their VODs of when they found the Easter egg of all the zombies carrying the thing, and it was playing the music from it, and they got a strike against that because the company that owns the song stroked the channel. And they're like, it's a video game. It's in the video game.
Yeah, what am I supposed to do?
The streamer mode is on. What am I supposed to do? I can't stop this. And then Twitch had no way to fight it. Absolutely no way. And with Twitch, you get 3 strikes, you're gone. Your channel's gone, your VODs are gone, you're dead. Doesn't matter what. But yet, some of these other people, like fucking Pokemon and all this other shit, can stream anime on their screen, get a 2-day ban, and then get to come back.
Or the other one, I thought that was because it's a creator thing where you got DJs. And I'm not hating because I got a friend that's there's on there doing DJ stuff. DJ Audio 1, check him out. Shout out. But like, the fact that they can play whatever music they want and it's fine.
It's because they're DJing, remixing it, and doing those things. They're
still, though,
it. But still, yes, I agree. But like, we play a game, or I want to play an audio game with Patrick.
Yeah, just a clip.
Song, and just a 10-second clips, just so he knows that he was right. I could have gotten struck. The difference is now is that we may not get struck. So if I choose music from those people, and I play backwards and forwards, but I don't play the whole damn song, I have a chance that nothing's going to happen to the channel. That's what it means. Yeah. So it's good. It is good for Twitch because Twitch is trying to do something more than what they were doing.
Yeah.
Right? Where they were getting fucked over before. So that's pretty much what I got from it. So it is a good thing. And then you hear the thing with, since we're talking about streaming and things, the 2 things with YouTube that happened. You hear about that one guy, right? That the Toei Animation, the guy that did a bunch of reviews on Dragon Ball and Toei stuff and the mangas and all those things. Well, he got his channel basically shut down. 150 videos completely blocked, copyright struck, and everything. And basically his livelihood got put away by Toei. And so over this last week, YouTube came out and said, hey, we told them, no, you can't do that. The auto check, because there's enough that's transformative in his work that it's fair use. This is one of those things that actually fall. Yeah. And so Toei went and got some sort of like bot or something, or circumvented the process and manually copyright stroke each of those videos after YouTube told them, no, they're going to be fine.
Yeah.
So eventually, basically what YouTube did was actually got on the guy's side and did basically blocked it in Japan, because Japan copyright and fair use laws are different than here. So YouTube said, fine, that's okay. His videos just won't be available in Japan, but they're available everywhere else. Yeah. So the guy got his channel back, which is actually one of the cool things that happened this week.
I love Toei for Dragon Ball series, but he needs to get off his fucking high horse.
So
like the whole thing with the Bridge series.
Well, yeah, that's
Toei fan appreciation of what he did.
Right, and this guy's reviewing their shit. He's doing skits with their stuff. He's just showing clips, like short clips of stuff, and that's why they tagged him for it. And that's the same thing with the Abridged. It's that they actually are modifying the animation for the voicing stuff, but it's not enough to be like, dude, they're just making, they're not making fun of it, and it's actually bringing bigger appreciation to the stuff, and it's just pointing out some flaws. But overall, it's not hurting Dragon Ball. Yeah.
I don't know. One of the problems I have with customer service nowadays is that you can't ever fucking talk to anybody. They want to do everything automated or through the TikTok. I'll give you an example.
Oh, thanks for the stream title, Rig. Best stream title ever.
I'll give you one for TikTok. When I had that issue, I had the video I did where it was like rate how you look, right? Mm-hmm. I got a strike on me, and it said that it was for hurt children or something. Like something was like almost like pedophilia towards kids or something. That was the strike I had against me.
What the fuck?
And I had to rebutted it or whatever, and then they finally, after fucking almost a week, released it. But I couldn't physically talk to anybody about this. Like, can you please just look at this video, explain to me? There's nothing that mentions kids. It's me, and with the filter that you provided.
Yep.
I'm fully clothed. There's no kids involved. Mention of kids. In fact, there wasn't even me talking. And I also used music that was available on your app.
Right.
But I can't talk to nobody. There's a girl I follow, low_lockdown. Someone has stolen her or stealing her videos and putting them up as their own. And they're getting views and shit like fucking crazy off of her content. And she was like breaking down how upset she was about this. And I tried to help her out by reporting that they're stealing content. But once again, I can't talk to nobody. And these are the options. They're stealing, they're impersonating me or a celebrity. So if you try to put in, since she's not verified, her account doesn't show up for me to say they're stealing this content. I can only put it as other. So if they look at other, well, there's nothing wrong with this content. That's what they're seeing. I can't physically, same as her, she can't physically call someone and say, look, these are my videos, these are my content, they're using my face, my images, my everything, because once again, the way they do this now is no one wants to fucking talk to nobody, and they want it all done through, like I said, you can't even at least type. You can't even at least type something out like, look, have a conversation like, look, this is what's going on. Can I please get a response? Oh, yes, we were looking into this. At least you physically reach someone instead of, I put a complaint in and it's here, but they have this many complaints to go through, so God knows when they'll get to it. Meanwhile, they're still stealing all her videos and making getting all these views and followers off of her shit and making money off of her. And it's like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, shit like that pisses me off of why we can't just have a fucking phone number, call, hello, let me physically talk to you tell you this is what's going on.
Because there's too many people. This is the Amazon excuse. There's too many people to deal with to be taking calls all day. You just wouldn't have it. So they rely on algorithms, and the algorithms suck. They completely fucking suck. And it's just like, I reported a video the other day, right? It was a video, and it was like this guy sitting around with his two friends, okay? And they were saying every swear word, like racist word under the book to describe this guy. And like, I don't report things, but like, that's fucked up. How is this still on your app?
Yeah.
How are they saying the N word? They were calling him, and starts with an S, ends with a C. A wet, thing. Yeah. All that stuff. All this stuff. I reported it. Oh, there's nothing wrong with the video.
What race were they?
They were both white.
That surprises me because
no. It wasn't like the black thing or whatever. It was literally he was going off on it. And I'm like, there's hate speech in this video. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's just like I said, that surprised me that they were white and were able to get away with that because, like I said, there was the ones I reported. It was this black chick talking about how much she hates white people. White people are dirty. All this other shit. Well, this is fucking hate speech. Right. If a white person or a Mexican person or Asian person said that about black people, or a Mexican person saying that about an Asian person, whatever the case may be, saying shit about another race, it's racism. I'm sorry, and they're saying against white people. I put something in there, and we don't see anything wrong with this content. Like, what do you mean you don't see anything wrong with that?
Right. I just
That's why, like I said, the algorithm shit is bullshit.
It's bullshit.
You need physical people there to fucking look at stuff.
I agree. So, all right. Well, that was the last thing to end a little rant on.
That's the end of the podcast.
That is the end of the podcast. So,
the podcast is over now. You're gonna relax and go listen to other episodes.
Go listen to old episodes and go check out everything else that's out there. But Patrick,
check out Patrick's TikTok, Solus_64.
Okay, well, no, that's what I was saying, but since I can bring up the good old plugging stuff, where can they find the podcast on Twitter, Patrick?
Well, that'd be at IBLT Podcast.
If they have an email, or we have an email that we want.
Yes, we do. Which we're still looking for, ladies, real or fake. We want to play a game. IBLT Podcast at gmail.com. As long as
it doesn't contain music from outside the Warner Music Group, you can send it.
Yes, no music outside.
Instagram.
IBLT podcast.
YouTube channel.
It be like that podcast.
Twitch, which they're on right now.
Twitch/IBLT podcast.
Twitch.tv/IBLT
Oh, yeah.
podcast.
Justin.
And they can find us, rate and review us on things like Stitcher,
Apple Podcasts,
Spreaker,
Blueberry,
Facebook,
Google Play,
Spotify,
Amazon Prime,
Amazon Music,
yeah,
Deezer,
Jaguar,
Geosavan or whatever the hell it's called. Plus plenty other. Now you can actually rate things
Pandora.
on Spotify. Pandora is really good to us actually, but you can rate things now on Spotify. So you've been listening to the podcast on Spotify a while. Make sure to go on there and give us 5 stars. We'd really appreciate it. What? My hair going crazy?
Yeah.
Oh well, it's at the end of the goddamn
It's all sticking
podcast.
up,
I don't
bro.
care. Get my alfalfa on. Patrick, you've got a Twitter.
Big Solus 64.
You got a YouTube channel.
Solus 64.
You got a Twitch.
Solus_64.
You got a blog.
Patrick64.blogspot.com.
You've got a ton of podcasts.
Yes, you have the Chafing the Dream podcast, which you can find at Chafing the Dream Pod, weight loss podcast. You also have the Let Me Show You Something podcast at Let Me Show You Something Pod, which is a podcast I do with the wife, showing each other movies we can't believe the other person hasn't seen. And the Paranormal Pativity podcast at ParanormalPat64 on Twitter. That's where you can find all the links for everything. So I just make it easy and simple. And I think it's in the name that one's all about. If you have any interesting stories or experiences you would like to talk about, please DM me. Yes, we're talking about ghosts. DM me on Twitter, or you can hit me up on ParanormalPat64 at thegmail.com. No, gmail.com. Don't put the.
The Gmail.
The Gmail.
It's like the G-Man or the G-Spot.
Let me touch the G-Spot. Brian, do you have a Twitter?
Go deep up in there. What? Oh yeah, I do. It's toolbert with O's and zeros instead of O's.
That stupid bastard. You have a YouTube.
Toolbert, spelled the right way.
You have a Twitch?
Yeah, twitch.tv/Terrible Terror Podcast. You can find a bunch of other stuff, trying to do new things over there. All that fun stuff. Still need to change some things around, I think.
Oh, freeze. You have a new podcast episode.
I have a new episode on Wolf Cop that you can watch. It's about a guy that gets turned into a werewolf who happens to be a cop. And it's really ridiculous, and it's got a fucking slapping theme song that fucking slaps.
Wolf Cop.
And then the next episode is going to be on...
I haven't listened to your other one
From
yet.
Dusk Till Dawn.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's going to be the next episode afterwards. So we can get some Tarantino and some George Clooney on.
Fucking
and
love
some
that
Selma
movie.
Hayek. Ooh, baby. She still looks good for 50.
Dude.
Kind of like Leah Thompson in Howard the Duck. But yeah, so that's going to be the next episode of that. And then
What is it called?
From Dusk Till Dawn?
No, you never said the name of the podcast.
No, it's the Terrible Terror Podcast. That's what I was going to say. Check out the Terrible Terror Podcast, Twitter at T_T_podcast. Of course, the Twitch channel and Terrible Terror Podcast on Instagram. That's all there, ready for you. And the watch parties are back, so there'll be one in 2 weeks. We just watched Demon City Shinjuku. I was hella pissed about that. Want to watch Lily Cat, and it's on goddamn IMDb TV. It's not even on fucking regular Prime, but you go into the Prime app, and it's listed under Prime, so you think it's a fucking Prime movie, and then you can't show it on a fucking watch party.
Shh, calming down.
God damn it. I fucking want to watch Lily Cat with people so much. Have you ever seen Lily Cat? It's basically the Japanese version of Alien. Except for it's with a cat. Named Lily.
No, I've never seen that.
Yes. It's good. It's a very good one, if you want to watch it. So we're probably gonna do a couple of anime as the thing's going. No, just Brig with the same one.
Thanks for only putting one comment, Brig. I'm just playing.
That's where we're gonna sign off for everybody out there. Anything else you want to say to the Twitch people?
Make sure you go check out that TikTok.
Oh, good lord! All right, well, we'll catch you all in 2 weeks over here.